Hello, everybody. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit about my depression tonight. Really been battling it pretty good today, in the last week, since the last time I did a video. Um, I've gotten some bad news today that really set my depression back. It's really hard for me to deal with. Got the news that my oldest brother had a massive stroke. It really touched base with me because they had the same kind of stroke I did in 2016. And that's really hard for me to deal with. It dealt with, to hear somebody that you looked up to have the same thing happen that you would never think that would ever have something like that happen to them. He was always healthy, never took medicine, never had to. Retired military. Like I said, I looked up to him. I look up to him every day. He's a fighter. He's my hero. Even to this day, he's still my hero. Because of what he's done. Because he believes in fighting for everything he wants, everything that he's done. He doesn't let anything get to him. And this is very hard for him to deal with. Having a stroke is not something easy to deal with. And if there's anybody out there that has had one, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's scary, and it's very emotional. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what you're going to deal with. You don't know how you're going to act when you get out of the hospital. You don't know what you can and cannot do. At the end of it all. You don't know if you can go back to work or not, which is where I'm at. And that's where the depression sets in on me very hard. And now when I got that message, like I said, it made my depression even worse than what I've had to deal with. I'm one of the lucky ones that have my wife and my daughter with me to help me get through it. I'm lucky I had this channel to voice how I feel, to let other people know how I feel, to hopefully have somebody make comments and suggestions on what they think could be done to deal with something like this. I'm not asking for you to be a therapist and diagnose me and tell me what you think I ought to do. I'm asking for people who's had to deal with things like this before, what they've done. I'm asking people who has had strokes and can understand how it feels. can relate to what I have gone through because they've gone through it. Can understand what it's like to go to be majorly emotional because of a stroke. To understand that at one time you had nothing wrong with you and the next thing you've got high blood pressure, a high cholesterol, or both. One minute you're not taking any kind of medication, next thing you're taking medication. And you don't understand what's going on. You understand you had a stroke, but you don't understand how. What caused it? What caused you to get high blood pressure? Or in my case, what caused you to get the blood clot? Or what caused you to get unbalanced and fall down? Or what caused you couldn't talk anymore? Or you could talk a little bit, and then you got real slurry in your speech. Or one side of your mouth wouldn't work. Or one hand worked and the other one didn't. One leg wouldn't move, but the other one did. It's things like that when people start asking why. I did, and I still do. But I can't get those answers because nobody has those answers. I've had numerous doctors that are trying to figure it out. And here we are in 2019, almost 3.5 years later, still looking for that answer. Why? What happened? Where did it come from? How did I get a blood clot? Where did that blood clot come from? Yes, blood clots form around the heart, but how did it get there? What did I do to cause the blood clot? And then sometimes you wonder, what did I do to deserve this? What did I do wrong? Who did I piss off? What did I do to deserve this? But in all reality, you didn't do anything to deserve it. It just happened. But I've always been told that things happen for a reason. I was brought up that way, being told things happen for a reason. So what's the reason? What's the reason that I had a stroke? What's the reason I had 2 of them? What's the reason I had 11 TIAs? What's the reason that I can't work anymore? It's got to be a reason for something. but nobody has those answers. So I'm at the point where I just like, whatever. It happened. But I'm like my brother, I don't give up. He's not giving up on getting better, and neither am I. He had a stroke yesterday, he's ready to go out and mow his lawn today. He's ready to go back to work. He wanted his wife to bring his laptop to the hospital. Just so he could go to work. I can relate to that. And he's sitting in ICU. That's how I know he's going to be okay. That's how I know he's not going to give up. Man loves to work, and the man loves his family. He's not giving up. We all know that. So if there's anybody out there that can relate to what I'm saying, if you have any ideas how to deal with things like this, put them down there in that little comment box. Trust me, I read them. If there's any other things that you want to talk about, jot them down in the comment box. Yeah. If you have any ideas for videos, put them down. If I can do it, I'll do my best. If you haven't subscribed, hit that little button. Hit that bell. If you're a new subscriber, thank you. I try to video at least once a week in between doctor's appointments. If there's any veterans out there, if you deal with the VA, you pretty well know how that goes. Try to keep you there all day long just to get one appointment done. Try 3 in one day. That's a pain. But if you haven't subscribed, like I said, hit the little button, hit the bell. You'll be notified anytime I bring up a video. If you like what you hear, subscribe. Any comments, put them in the comment box. Have a great evening, wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next time on my video. Thank you.